Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Talking Sick Medicine. My name is Dene. So I have two channels for those of you that might be new here. One of them is Talking Sick Tarot, and then this one is Talking Sick Medicine, where I do direct channels and healings and those kind of things, light codes, light language. And I am a direct channel of the divine. And I have had in my card readings, my tarot channel, for the last couple of weeks, and you won't be seeing it yet because it hasn't been aired yet. It has been pre-recorded and put on my channel, so you won't see the thread for probably about a month after I post this one. But this dude here has been stepping forward, okay? And he looks at me with such a sternness, wanting me to channel him. And I was afraid to channel him because he looks like I'm in trouble. Like it's kind of the look that I used to give my kids when they were doing something they shouldn't be doing. And they were like, oh, yeah, mom, give us la look. And so I really felt kind of out of my comfort zone. And he just kept calling to me, like, I have something to say to you. And he said, like, I saw it too. Don't pretend it didn't happen. I saw it too. And the mage, the magician, that Merlin type energy, that druid, those energies, that timeline, that time frame that a lot of people consider to be fantasy, is something that they have been wanting me to tap in. Now, why wouldn't I? I am the dragon mother. So anyway, he just kept calling me and calling me, and I kept getting synchronicities of the magician, of things that are magic running through my readings. And you'll see as I open up, even the Divine Feminine series just started, and you'll see the string of magic even that begins in there, and then it carries on. And it just gets to the point where it kind of blows my mind. So he's been sitting on my desk. He said, you're not putting me away. I'm watching you, and you cannot unsee what you have seen. So I came into my sanctuary yesterday, and I sat down, and they told me I was going to write out the message that he had for me, because he has a message for me that is really, really important. And as I wrote this message, you guys, I didn't even want to air it. And in fact, like I said, it was yesterday. And in fact, I was like, there is no way I'm putting this out there, because people are going to think that this is an egotistical message. And it's truly not. And if you're here with me, this message is for you. The magician is wanting to speak to us. And I'm just going to go ahead and read the channeling. And they may come through more. I'm not sure, because of course this is a collective that is coming through. It is a lineage. Okay, it is a lineage. And this is how this guy here, it looks like a teacher, says, look, I know what's happening here. So I'll just read through, and then we can go back and even discuss the channel. There might be questions that come up even through me that I will resonate with the energy and answer those questions perhaps that you may have as I read through this. So this is what he said. What you have seen cannot be unseen. What you have heard cannot be unheard. What you know cannot be unknown. And yet, in a very small way, to turn away from the truth that you have witnessed within yourself and in others. You have seen the signs. You have seen the shifts. You have felt them deeply, and yet you turn away. You turn away from your own greatness, from your lineage, from your birthright. You are so afraid of being alone that you allow yourself to sit in suffering through another. You tell yourself it is out of love, but this is not love. This is sacrifice, and you have sacrificed in many lifetimes. Your suffering is meant to end, for you have embodied it for long enough. You know it. You've seen it. You felt it. This was meant to bring you understanding of the emotions and compassion for others within that understanding. You have taken this to a new level in embodying this suffering and becoming it. This is a rare gift. You are a rare gift. You have taken your love deeper than we could have ever dreamed. You have transmuted this energy, and within this pure love, you have created a new energy, a new frequency. This frequency does not destroy the denseness, but it changes it, it transforms it, and it reflects that vibration back to itself to witness the light that lives within. This has not been an easy task, and there have been unexpected twists and turns along the way. You have exceeded the expectation of the mission and have moved beyond the ability to just recognize energy. You have become a beacon in this world, and we are so proud of you for never giving up on the mission. You have discovered the power and the energy and how to use that energy and to direct it into co-creating this new world. There was never a doubt that you would succeed in this endeavor, for you are the magician and more. The extent of your success is far reaching into the galaxy, as you are applauded for owning your journey no matter the consequence. You have stood in humility and compassion for yourself and for others, often at the expense of your own advancement. This reflects pure love and a state of innocence, and even more, it is witness to the truth that is who you are and why you were chosen and why you chose to continue to choose a path before you that you could not see. You followed the sense of knowing within yourself, your own compass that has led you to intelligent questions and out-of-the-box solutions. You have always known that the answer to every question is love. There is nothing higher than that. And as you embrace that love, you are one with Source. We wish to bring you a gift to honor your journey and your perseverance. You will know when it is received, for you will feel its presence. This is enough information in this moment. We do not want to say that it is with, well, excuse me. We do want to say that it is with great delight that we meet with you in this moment and celebrate the great victory. It will come to be known in the right moment within the awareness of those that will recognize the shift. It will be felt. Those that are in unawareness will continue in that mind trap for a time that is unknown. You will begin to attract those that will become your circle of family there, and you will recognize their energy as you meet again at a completely new energetic frequency. There are many of embodied avatars that have been seeking the same conclusion. Although it is not a conclusion, it is a new beginning at a level never before reached on this planet. Be still, rest, and enjoy the peace you are feeling within. And as you become that center, you will receive at an accelerated rate. That is all we will transmit at this moment, for this is enough to absorb. Just breathe and know the time of your suffering is no more. Wow. And guys, I was so afraid to put this out because when they bring me these channelings, they are for me. But not only just for me, they are for you, for those of you that I am encouraged to post this for, that you are sitting within this energy. And I am chosen to bring the message. It does not mean that I am better than anyone else. It simply means that I am chosen to bring the message, that my voice is needed to bring that message to certain individuals that would not otherwise receive it in a way that is deeply understood by them to activate their soul. And I am encouraged. They give me some other information here, and I am encouraged to bring some questions to you. And one of the questions is, how do you give your power away in every moment? Because we are sitting in a state of awareness now to where we must live for the love of the self, where we follow that love, we follow our heart. How are we not following our heart? What excuses do we use to turn away from that guidance to follow our heart? What excuses do we give that we do not have time, that there is something else that needs to be done first? Whatever it is, whatever menial task, whatever responsibility it is that you may have. And they are not saying that you do not have certain responsibilities that you must complete, but the responsibilities that you are using for an excuse to not follow your heart. Something that maybe you need to do the dishes, you feel, instead of going for a walk. That it's important that you do the dishes because someone else is coming and they might see that your dishes aren't done. Oh, that would be horrible. This is what they are speaking of. And then also, another flip side of the coin is going for that walk, but feeling guilty for not doing the dishes. It is a vicious circle that we have gotten into here on this planet, that we are in such a mode of what we believe we are supposed to do, what is the right thing to do, what society expects. And what we are being asked to do right now is to simply follow our heart. And as we follow our heart and as we move through that heart-centered action, we will find that there will be others that will step in that will help us because we are not seeking it. Because as long as we are seeking, and I have talked about this before, as long as we are searching, as long as we are trying, as long as we are reaching, we will continue to reach. We will not arrive. We will always reach. Because that is the energy that the divine is feeling, that you are searching. So they're giving you something to search for, to continue to search. You will have people that enter your life that are searching. Whereas if you are sitting and living in the truth of your heart energy and following your heart, you will reflect that back to others, and those are the people that will begin to move into your awareness. You will move into theirs and they will move into yours, because we are all mirrors that are reflecting our intentions, our manifestations here. So when we begin to look to our heart, following our heart within our greatest manifestation, that is what we will attract, is others that are following their heart. And that is truly what we are looking for. And I am called to talk about the loneliness that exists, and they talked about this within this channeling, how we sacrificed ourselves because of being afraid of being alone, how we follow the crowd because we want to be accepted. We sacrificed our truth. We sacrificed our own knowing of who we are. We sacrificed our joy for the company of those that did not vibrate within our frequency. We put on a mask so that we would be surrounded by others, so we would not feel alone. And we are being asked to drop that and to live from the heart so that we can attract those that resonate with us within that frequency. And I can speak very directly to this. Having a community where there are people that are on the vibration where I am and the vibration where I wish to stay, that we continually do this with, because we sacrifice ourselves. We sacrifice our joy. We sacrifice where it is that we wish to be. We sacrifice that. And I can speak to this, feeling that loneliness of human connection, while at the same time feeling lonely in a place to where no one understands the vibration that you are at and who you are. And the reason no one understands who you are is because you are sacrificing yourself to participate with people and within events that do not vibrate with your truth, with your path, with your passion, with your love, with your intention. So as we let go of that, and as we begin to stand in our core essence, our truth of who we are, that is when the world begins to open up to us. And we are asked to follow that truth, to really, really follow that truth. And it's not going to be an instantaneous, but as we take that action and as we commit to that, we will begin to feel better, stronger, safer, and more loved. Because we are loved, and at that time we will be sitting in love, in our own essence of love, our own frequency. To what they're saying is to act from the healed version, right? And you're always going to have moments of doubt, you guys. I'm not going to tell you you're not. I'm not going to say, oh, you're just going to, as long as you live from love, you're just never going to have a problem. We are still human beings here. So we are still, having to deal with that doubt once in a while. And I have doubt every single day. I had doubt before I came on here and read this channeling. I had doubt that this channeling was for me. I had a doubt when this guy looked at me. I can tell you, when this guy looked at me like this, I thought, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I have done something. I have said something of what is not truth. I have moved beyond something. And that was not the case. He was looking at me in sternness because I was afraid to show my truth. And he said, you have seen it. You cannot unsee it. You've heard it. You cannot unhear it. And you know it. And you cannot unknow it. I have seen it too. Don't turn away from it. And that is the sternness that he was bringing to me. It was not a sternness of, an ego that's too big. It was a sternness of an ego that's too small, of a disbelief in the self, of what the soul is. And this makes me really emotional. Any of you that have been on with me for my journey knows that I come from a background of where I was kind of squashed and put down. Very sensitive. People told me I was oversensitive. When I did speak up for what I believed in, I was told I was a loudmouth. It's good I'm not wearing makeup, right? But you know what? I would rather be a loudmouth than be somebody that is suffering in silence. Because I am here to reflect to you, to help you to awaken to your own soul light, to the divinity that you are. That you are. You are that aspect of God that is experiencing here. You are that. And because you are that, you have your ability to connect with God yourself. You don't need anybody in between to do that for you. You have the ability to do that yourself. You come here with that. And it is a path of remembering. And each one of us are asked to live our love, whatever that love is. Maybe it's your family. Maybe your love is your family. Maybe it's cooking beautiful meals for your family. Maybe it's spending time in the park. Maybe it's teaching your children. Okay? Maybe it's singing. Maybe it's writing poetry. Maybe it's writing a book. Maybe it's doing this, what I'm doing, talking on YouTube. Maybe it is. Maybe it's that. Whatever it is, we are being asked to stop sacrificing ourselves and our happiness and our joy because of what we believe we have to do here. Because our only purpose here is to live through our heart, to love. That is our purpose, to come back into that essence of love. And when we follow our heart, each person that follows their heart has a different type of calling. And although they may be similar, everyone does things in a different way. That is with great purpose. But yet we have been kind of forced to become the same. You know, even in schools with the same uniform. Oh, we don't want anybody to stand out. Yeah. We don't want anybody to stand out. Feel what you are living. Feel what you are living in every moment. Live through the heart. And if you get angry, if you get irritated, it doesn't mean that you're less. Do you know better? Yes, that's what awareness is. But within this humanness, sometimes we have to feel that. We have to feel that in order to transmute that energy. So if you feel irritated or annoyed, feel it. Hold that space for yourself. Heal that energy. It's not okay to take that out on someone else, but it is okay to feel it. It's okay to feel it. Because that's what living from the heart is about. It's about feeling it, recognizing it, and saying, hey, I know that this is healing. This is what healing looks like. And allow yourself to hold space for yourself, just like you would for someone else when they were in pain. But don't stay there. Shine the light on it. Ask yourself why. See that trigger. That's why it is coming up, is to see that trigger. To release, to transmute, to shine the light on that part of ourself that we have been told we don't have the right to experience. And we do. We're here to experience everything. We just don't have the right to hurt other people within that experience. Not on purpose, not intentionally, not physically. Although sometimes we will hurt people emotionally, perhaps. Sometimes we have to set boundaries and do that. That is part of it as well. But that may be within the protection of the self, in transmuting that energy, in loving yourself. We have to set boundaries to love ourselves completely, because we know what is best for us. So what they said to me is, don't sacrifice because you think you are of higher consciousness and should be better. Okay? You're here now to create. We have moved into a state of being the creator now. We have, and they talked about this in here, that you have moved past the suffering. Okay? You have suffered long enough. The suffering is over. Yeah, right here. Just breathe and know the time of your suffering is no more. Okay? You know the lessons already. You already know. Which is part of the reason why you beat yourself up, because you're like, oh, why did I do that? Now you're feeling guilty for that, right? You're upset with yourself. Don't feel guilty for that. You know, you're aware of it. You know that as a human, that human avatar steps in sometimes when they are fearful, when they have doubt, and that is part of the experience here. That is part of this consciousness that we are experience here on this earth. But we are raising into a higher consciousness. And when we move into that higher consciousness of living through the heart, we can see that it becomes aware, right? It's an awareness, always an awareness. That is what enlightenment is. It is a complete awareness. It doesn't mean you will never experience it. It is about being aware when you do, to find out the why and to shine light upon that to heal it. Okay? I want to take a moment for those of you that are still here, for watching me, for listening to me, for clicking the channel, and I want to congratulate you for your journey, because you being here with me, I know how much you've experienced, because I've experienced it too, because you are me and I am you. We are aspects of the same oversoul. If you are resonating with this message, this is our mission that we have come here for. And I am mirroring that back to you to show you your greatness of who you are meant to be. And I'm very grateful for each one of you, for every way that you are serving here, whatever that is. Whatever it is that you are putting love into, I applaud you, because that is what the journey is about. Living through love, whatever that is for you, that highest form of love, that awareness. Cooking love into your food. You're feeding people with that love. Have you ever noticed that? How some people, it doesn't matter what they cook, it's always delicious. They're happy, they invite you into their kitchen. And then there's other people, you eat at their home and you feel kind of sick because they don't put love into it. You can eat the same food someplace else and be fine, because they're not putting that intent of that love into what it is that they're doing. That is why some people succeed and some people don't. They're living from their heart, whatever level of that heart energy that is. When you live from that, you will attract that. But we have moved into a completely new energy now, a new frequency for those of you that are watching me here. Thank you for joining me. I so appreciate it. And I am looking forward to magnetizing all of those beautiful souls that are moving within this energy as well. So with that, I think the message is coming to a close. I feel like I have said what needs to be said, that the magician has been honored, and they are happy with me bringing through the message, even through my own personal doubt that I have every time I am given a message of this magnitude, and I step back and say, am I really worthy of delivering this? And they're saying, yes, you are. You are a gift. So thank you for your presence. I want to remind you that you are a sacred being. You are here with a sacred mission to love in whatever capacity that is. So today, I really hope that you remember your sacredness. Awishanakatai. Awishanakatai arakikitai. Shishnaka. Shishnaka aranai kishkarai. Aranai kishkatai las katai. Las katai nikata. Nikata arakititi shkata. Shkatana shkiraranaya. Koratika. Tikanish araitita shkai. Karata. Karata. Karata ari aratai. Ari aratai ki ananai ki ara. Pikarai. Ishkatai. Aranai ki ata. Thank you.